Welcome to The Explainer. If you're an investor, a partner, or any kind of stakeholder trying to figure out if a company's AI claims are the real deal, then you are in the right place. We're going to break down how you can see past all the hype and really assess the true strength of an organization's AI team.
Okay, before we dive in, just a quick heads up. This explainer is part of a whole series where we're digging into a major report from Virtualization Options LLC on AI readiness. So what you're hearing today, it's just a small slice of the full report. And, of course, please remember this is all for informational purposes. It is not legal or financial advice.
You know, this quote from the report really just gets to the heart of it all. You can have the most advanced technology in the world, but if you don't have the right people, that project is going nowhere. For you, as a stakeholder, understanding this human element, well, it's not just a nice-to-have, it's probably the most critical part of your due diligence.
So how do you actually do it? How do you assess a company's AI talent? Well, today, we're giving you the playbook. We're going to start with why people are your most critical asset. Then, we'll talk about looking past simple things like headcount, define what a truly capable team looks like, and finally, give you a really practical checklist of red flags and green flags.
All right, let's get right into it. Think about an AI project like it's a Formula One race car. The technology, the data, that's the engine and the fuel. But the team, they are the driver, the pit crew, and the race strategist, all rolled into one. Without the right people in those seats, that car is just a very expensive paperweight. It is never leaving the starting line.
And that's exactly why assessing talent is kind of like giving the organization an X-ray. It lets you see what's happening beneath the surface, past all the slick marketing and the buzzwords, to see the actual structural integrity of their AI operations. You get to find out, are you investing in a skyscraper built on solid bedrock, or is it really just a house of cards?
But here's where most assessments really go wrong. They stop at the surface, right? They look at these metrics that sound super impressive but actually mean very little. So let's talk about the first big trap, the headcount myth. A company might get up there and brag about having, say, 50 PhDs on their AI team. But honestly, that number tells you almost nothing. It doesn't tell you if they can work together, if they're solving problems that matter, or if their top people are secretly polishing their resumes. In fact, a huge headcount can actually be a red flag for inefficiency. So if you can't trust the headcount, what should you be looking for? This is the question, right? This is what transforms your assessment from just a simple checkbox exercise into a genuinely insightful analysis. You have to start looking for the qualitative signals of a truly high-performing team. And to get to that deeper level of understanding, the report breaks down team strength into 5 key areas, or what it calls pillars. And by looking at each one of these, you can start to build a complete 360-degree picture of a team's real capabilities.
Let's just walk through them. It's all about having the right people in the right roles, keeping them there, making sure they're always learning, ensuring they actually work well together, and of course, building a team with a diversity of thought. Let's break each one of these down.
Okay, first up, roles and seniority. Look, you wouldn't build a house with only architects, right? You need builders, you need electricians, you need plumbers. It's the exact same thing with AI. A team of only data scientists is a huge red flag. You need the data engineers building the infrastructure. You need the product managers making sure it solves a real problem. And you absolutely need senior leaders who can steer the ship.
Pillar 2 is talent retention. And this is your canary in a coal mine. A company can always go out and hire more people, but if they can't keep their best talent, that is a massive sign of a toxic culture or bad management or a failing strategy. Every single expert who walks out that door takes a piece of your investment with them.
The third pillar is all about a learning culture. I mean, the entire field of AI seems to change every 6 months. A team that isn't constantly learning is a team that is already obsolete. So don't just ask if they do training, ask to see the budget. Ask how many people they sent to conferences last year. No investment in learning means no future.
And this one is huge. It's the difference between a cool science project and a strategic business asset. If the AI team is off operating in a vacuum, in its own little silo, it will never solve real business problems. You have to see evidence, real proof, of deep integration with the teams that actually run the business.
And the final pillar is team diversity. And look, this is not just about optics, this is pure risk management. A team that all thinks the same way, from the same background, will have massive blind spots. And those blind spots lead to flawed systems. And those flaws create huge legal, reputational, and financial risks. Diversity isn't a nice-to-have, it is a critical defense against catastrophic failure. Okay, so we've covered the 5 pillars. Now let's turn all this theory into a super practical tool. Here is a simple checklist of the red flags to watch out for and the corresponding green flags that signal you're looking at a healthy, high-performing AI team.
Just take a look at this checklist. The contrast it's pretty stark. On one side, you have all the red flags, people leaving left and right, siloed teams, a vague strategy, and on the other, the green flags, stable teams, deep business integration, and a crystal clear roadmap. This isn't rocket science. These are the vital signs of an organization's AI health.
So what's the bottom line here? It's this. Your assessment has to go beyond the code and the computers. It has to get to the culture and the collaborators. Anyone can buy the tech, but a high-performing, stable, and collaborative team, that has to be built. And that right there is a much stronger competitive advantage.
So the next time you're sitting in a diligence meeting, don't just ask about the tech stack. Ask about the team. Ask about retention, about collaboration, about their learning budget. Because the answer to the question, how capable is your team, is the single best predictor of whether their AI ambitions will ever become a reality.